Hi students! For some of you, it's been a few weeks since I've seen you, since we transitioned our labs the last couple of weeks online. So I kind of wanted just to create this final little quick video just to sort of wrap everything up from this semester and let you know what we've got going on this week. So at this point, we have covered all of the content and all of the information that I intended to this semester. Some things I got to cover in a fair amount of detail and some things I wish there were more time to discuss. I know the blended class format was a bit of a challenge in the beginning, especially since we were alternating weeks that we came in, but it gave us an opportunity to be on campus, and it gave us an opportunity to do some of these labs in person versus having to do everything online. And I know from some of the feedback that I got from the mid-semester survey, I know a lot of you really enjoyed being on campus and doing these labs in person, and I'm really glad to hear that. As the college begins to kind of open things up more, hopefully we'll get to a point where we can have even more of these in-person face-to-face classes. If you're continuing your studies here at Harper, you can look forward to that in the next academic year. But for everyone else, let's talk about, actually for all of us, let's just talk about what we need to finish off for this week. So all of the assignments that I had given you were, again, sort of due last week. You can find anything that didn't get turned in this week 16 folder. All we have this week is our last exam. There is no final exam in this class. This is finals week, but there is no comprehensive finals. This is just an exam based on the content that we've covered since our last exam. I will tell you that this exam covers more material than we have had at any other point in the semester. So our previous two exams covered four different distinct topics. I don't want to call them chapters, but they were four distinct topics. This exam is covering six. So there's more information here. So when you look at the study guides, which just as a reminder, the study guides are in the week 16 module folder here. As you look at the study guides, you're going to see kind of a lot, especially on this traditional exam study guide. There's a lot there, but that's because we covered a lot. So what I did is I went into less detail in each topic, right? So rather than having four topics with a lot of detail, we have six topics with a little bit fewer details. For the essay exam, same idea. You just have sort of these distinct topics, one topic for each question as I pulled it out. Don't forget that you can always send these to me and I'd be happy to look them over. So if you want me to look at your study guide, your completed study guide for either the traditional or the essay exam, I'm more than happy to review those for you. Give me like 24 hours to get you feedback though. I can sometimes do it in the same day, but if I have 24 hours, I can make sure I can give you better feedback. Also, please remember that the exam has to be completed by the end of the day on Friday. The semester ends Friday, which means that Saturday morning when you wake up, you're not going to have access to Blackboard anymore. It's going to be shut off. So it's imperative that you get your exam in by that time. I can't extend that deadline, so please don't ask. That's something that I can't do. When the semester is over, it's over, and I have to submit grades, so I cannot offer any extensions. Other than the exam, if you did have any week 16 assignments that you didn't get turned in yesterday, which was the due date, please try to get them turned in as soon as possible. I will still accept them, but the later this week that you turn them in, the less points they're going to be worth. So just keep that in mind. If you get things turned in to me today on Monday, probably won't take any credit off, but if you turn things in any later than today, you're going to lose points for those submissions. So I just kind of wanted to point that out. That's it from the perspective of what is due. That if you have any questions at all, please send me an email and let me know. Thank you to everyone who filled out those SOIs. Please remember that if you did complete your SOI, you can send me either the confirmation email that you received, or when you click on this link to SOI surveys, your link's going to look different than mine, but when you click on the link to SOI surveys, it'll show you the surveys that you completed, and there'll be like a little check mark next to each one. So you can also just screenshot that to me and send that to me as well. and I will give you credit on your exam. So it's not going to go in the extra credit column, but what I will do is I'll take your exam grade and I'll add 5 points to it. So looking at our sort of responses here, just a quick rundown, you all were these first 4 sections, and section B21 wins, by the way. So 75% of you completed your SOIs, so thank you very much for that. I truly do appreciate that feedback. And I don't receive that until the spring semester, so it's usually midway through the spring semester that I get that feedback. So I do truly appreciate that. But that's all I have. Good luck to everyone. For those of you that are graduating this fall, congratulations. And I wish you the best at your transfer school or whatever comes next for you. For those of you who are still going to be in spring and are hoping to have a spring graduation, again, best of luck on finishing up your courses here, and I hope you finish strong. And for those of you who will be returning to Harper next fall, we'll see what things hold, right? We're hoping to go back to a more normal schedule. Means the majority of your courses will be in person. We'll be back to not just having courses with labs in person, but also your lecture courses as well. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that we can kind of have a little bit more of a more normalized teaching environment. But whatever the future holds for you, again, I wish you all the best of luck. Be well, stay safe, and take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye.